So, in the wake of the disaster that was the recent US election, I have been seeing a lot of posts over Facebook and Twitter and the like, essentially saying, if you voted Trump, unfriend me or unfollow me. And this isn't a new thing, I saw it here in the UK after the Brexit vote again, just if you take the opposing position, just I don't want any virtual contact with you. And while I do completely understand the desire to not want to have to see posts that contain a lot of drastically different ideological standpoints than yours, especially if they're like kind of cruel or bigoted or, problematic in some way, I can understand why you'd want to cut yourself off from that. But ultimately, I think it's important to remember that like distancing yourself from the people that hold those views is counterproductive. Don't deliberately separate yourself from the people that disagree, because what you're essentially doing by doing that is you're removing representation from their radar. We all know that representation is important in terms of race, disability, gender, sexuality, whatever. It's important so that A, people can see other people like them and feel recognised and validated and not alone, but also, and arguably more importantly, so that people that aren't already sympathetic to those issues can have someone that like visually represents them. So like kids growing up seeing gay characters on TV will undoubtedly grow up to being like more tolerant and understanding because like it's a familiar concept to them, you know? And so we need to be the voice of the people that, if not for us, the other side wouldn't have in their lives. By blocking someone or unfriending them or whatever out of anger, yes, it's kind of an immediate gratification sort of thing where, now that negativity is no longer on your feed, but you're kind of just worsening the divide that is largely the root of the problem. That is all I have to say about that, really. I wrote an article about this, which is essentially just what I'm saying in this video, but probably more articulate. I'll leave that in the description. And all I really want to leave you with is just, like, remember how you probably didn't always feel the way you currently feel about X social issue. And one day in your past, like, the viewpoints you now hold will have been introduced to you by someone else. And to the other side, you might be that person